Hello, my name is Gage Lado, and I will be talking to you about Crohn's disease. What is Crohn's disease? Crohn's disease is an inflammatory bowel disease that can be caused by a number of genetic and/or environmental factors. But when you're diagnosed with Crohn's disease, it's usually because you've experienced incredible intestinal pain that is due to the disease inflames your intestines and then causes ulcers to be lined in throughout your stomach and intestines, which can be inflamed or hurt by any type of food you eat. You may be wondering how many people in the United States have Crohn's. Less than 1%. There are only 700,000 people roughly that are diagnosed with Crohn's out of a country with 300 million. That makes me feel a little worried that I'm part of a very small group of people who have this disease, and I always think about, well, who's there to talk to me about it? And I've been very lucky to have a person in my grade, Ryan Fitzgerald, who also has been diagnosed with this disease. He's been there every step of the way to just tell me about any sort of procedure I'm going to go through, any type of medicine that I have, and he's always been there to just make me feel a lot better about anything and everything that's happening. Not only Ryan, but anyone in my family and all of my friends have been always there to just pump me up and make me feel a lot better about this disease I have, and I'm just very grateful for all of them. Living with Crohn's. I'm not exactly sure how to live with it yet. It's a little tough. Some things change always. Like I have to take at least 6 pills every day, 1 in the morning and 5 at night. And foods get me. I'm not sure which foods exactly yet. Sometimes it's acidic foods like tomatoes or meat like steak, but they are always changing and I'm not exactly sure how to deal with them all the time. So it's just a guessing game, and the doctors aren't even really sure what it'll get me. However, the major part that I'm worried about is Crohn's has made me grow up a lot faster than I really wanted to. I'm constantly worrying about how I'm going to deal with this in the future. What am I going to be like at work? Am I just going to have to take off work sometimes because I get a Crohn's flare-up? Or am I going to have to find a job that's incredibly flexible? But another thing that I've really had to worry about, or I worry about myself, is it's genetic. So am I going to have to deal with this with my kids? Are they going to have Crohn's disease? Am I going to have to worry about them? And because I don't want them to go through anything that I had to go through. It's one of the worst experiences ever. But I just worry about all the stuff and how much money it's going to cost. I just worry about it. Now, when I was first diagnosed with Crohn's disease, I was in China. I had gone on a class trip with the school, and we ate Kentucky Fried Chicken in China. I don't know why I ate it. But later that day, I started feeling very bad, and so I just went home to the hotel and took a nap. But when I returned from the trip, the effects from my sickness were still there. So my mom took me to the doctor. The doctor then ordered me to go to the GI, a gastroenterologist, and I had to do an endoscopy and several colonoscopies to have the insides of my intestines scoped and have biopsies. Upon doing all of that, they then told me that I have Crohn's, and I was very upset at first, didn't know how to handle it. But all in all, through all of that, I just had all my friends and my family, and I always come back to one special quote that I heard one time, and that's, I may have Crohn's disease, but Crohn's disease does not have me. Thank you.